everyone, Dale here with Little RV Rentals. So today I'm going to show how to hook up a propane regulator. Usually every trailer RV has one of these on the front. This is a 13-foot little Bigfoot like the Boulder trailer, but it kind of applies to most trailers. Some of them have a valve that you can switch between each tank. This one only has one tank, so it's just a one-stage regulator. The reason you might want to change these is, for one, is if your 2-burner stove in your trailer is a really low flame, there's a good chance that this has gone bad. The other thing is your RV fridge works really well on electric power at home, or at a campsite. It works on electric power, but it will not work on gas, or it doesn't get very cold when you turn it to gas. I would check this first before worrying about the fridge. I mean, you want to make sure the back of your fridge is clean and your igniter and everything is working on your back of your fridge. But if this is not producing the right amount of gas through the system, your fridge will either run too hot or run too cold. So these are adjusted right from the factory. So if they do start to fail and they burn, I noticed that they burn less. Or they push out less gas, and then there's not enough gas to supply your fridge. So what happens is your fridge is running at a lower temperature with the propane being supplied, and the fridge will warm up. It won't get cold. So a lot of times you can fix a fridge that's been running on propane. You can just fix it just by changing the regulator, and I've done that many times. Especially the RV dealers, they'll say, oh, your fridge is bad. No, you just need a new regulator. And they're about $30, $40, $50 depending on where you're getting them from. It's definitely worth it to try one of those first. But anyway, I'm going to show the basics here, how to hook it up. If you feel comfortable doing this, that's good. If you don't, you can take it to an RV dealer and they'll do it for you. Once you have it installed, you should take it into an RV dealer and have the gas lines pressure tested. Or if you have a pressure tester yourself, you can do that, and if you're capable of doing it. But you definitely want to check for any leaks with solution and around your connections and joints and that sort of thing to make sure you have no gas leaks. So here we go. So there's my connection there coming up through the trailer. And so what you need is some gas line tape. It can't be plumber's tape. It's got to be gas line for gas line. So this is the yellow for gas line. So I'm going to wrap that around here. And you got to make sure you wrap it the right way. Wrap it on there and then screw it into the bottom of here. And then I'm going to mount back up on the wall here. And then you'll be able to put your propane tank in and turn it on and check for leaks or have it pressure tested by a dealer. So here we go. Okay, so I've determined that it's going to be clockwise. So just put your tape on there like this and wrap it around clockwise. The first time can be a little loose, and then you can tighten it up when you go around the second time. Once you get a loop on there, you can go a little tighter with it. Go around just 2 or 3 times. And then just get a little tighter each time you go around. And then finish it off with a tight one. And then what I like to do is just go around with your hands, make sure you get everything nice and cleaned up and snug down there. So that's how it'll look. It's all the way around. It's snug. You got a nice decent amount on there. I've already got this end on, but you do the same thing to this end as well when you're installing this end. You would do the same thing, wrap the tape and then turn it on here. Just right, don't over tighten it, but you want to go until it's snug and then go another half turn. So you want it on there tight. So you got to be very gentle to get it going. So you don't want to cross thread it. Really snug, and then it'll fit nicely where you have it mounted. So there, it looks pretty good. There's no stress on the line, so that'll be good. And then I can mount these bolts back through here. Okay, so now we're going to mount this back on. Got my 2 holes here. I'm just going to send the bolt in from the back. Just want to get it nice and snug like that, so that it's not going to go anywhere. Down here, I had a hard time getting the bolt in here because it's a pretty tight down in here. I should have had that when I did this. I should have had the bin off, but so what I did is I just compromised and put a self-tapping screw in there with a little lock washer. This one's going to do most of the grunt work, and then this one's just going to steady it in there, so that'll be good. It'll be solid. So you just want to make sure that that's solid. Okay, so now I got my propane tank back in, strapped in, and I'm just going to hook up the line. Make sure it's on there snug, and then turn on the propane tank. Okay, so now what I would do is check for leaks, make sure all your burner's off and check for leaks, and use the device like a meter that detects gas, and if you have a leak tester. Otherwise, take it into a shop to have it checked, because you don't want any gas leaks. But if you've done it before, you shouldn't have a problem. You can go around with solution and check each joint on the trailer, make sure that there's no gas leaks as well. So this concludes this video. I hope I found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button down below, and ciao for now, guys.